Hello, hello. This is Koi from Ray of Gratitude, giving that peace of mind to that at least one person at a time. It's been a while since I did like a full moon energy reading or a new moon energy reading. A lot's been going on lately. I don't know when you will find this message, but we're still in that COVID crisis stuff, and I've just been trying to reserve my energy. Um, have my good days and my bad days. I'm human, just like all y'all that are watching, I'm assuming. So I'm a creative coach. I love to use cards, tarot, oracle cards, and my own cards that I made right here just for empowering messages, inspiring, and showing a different perspective that we may sometimes not see. So with the full moon in Scorpio, it's really helping us tap into our dark side, shadow side, and just deep side. I'm trying to do this the best way possible at the best time, but it just seems like a lot's always going on in my complex. But anyway, let's get started. I don't know. The only thing that I can say about Scorpio is deep and intense. That's like what describes them a lot. So we're going to see what this full moon energy is about by figuring out, what needs to come to the surface right now, what needs to let go, and what is getting ready to emerge. So illuminate, release, and transform. So let's see. Let's kind of get into this stuff. Let's do it. Let's see what cards come out first. I hope everyone's been doing well. That flew clean out. Did y'all see that? Okay. Let's get it. Both earth energies, huh? Okay. We got the pentacles coming out. You see the difference. It's funny, the little storyline, same colors and everything, right? And what do we need to really... What needs to be transformed? Alright. So we finally got some water energy in here. Let's try to move this over a bit. Okay. So right now we're really talking about... I feel like we've been feeling like defeated. All of us have been. Whether it's through love life, whether it's through career, whether it's just through life in general. It's like, when are the coins coming the F in? Where is the stimulus? Where is my money? Especially to those that majority of us have not, have lost our jobs due to this pandemic here. It's just crazy what's going on. But what really needs to be brought to light to me, and this is why I like this deck, Six of Pentacles, and I don't know, Rider Waite or whatnot, the original, talks about like gifts, getting gifts and generosity. And this one here is really talking about the coins, like literally coins. And people think that sometimes success is about making money. For me, not necessarily. Success is about doing something, like setting a goal and actually achieving it. That's just me. I'm going to pull some more cards, but this is telling me kind of like, it's like a story about money kind of, and the obsession of money. That's kind of what I'm feeling, but let's talk more about this. Okay. Let's clarify some things before I really get into it. So let's clarify this Six of Pentacles card. I'm not using those. That's too many. Just need one card. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles. Shuffle one more time. Really gonna make me work for getting this daggone... this is like annoying when they fall on the ground. Because I have a little ass table with this squeaky chair Okay, so this is really like a call of action. You know, judgment card. This is a different type of judgment card, but I'm gonna just say this. It's like a wisdom. Um, I still don't really know what this is, but I'm still going to go with what I always feel like. It's like it shed its skin. I don't know if this is a cicada, because to me that's what it looks like. And they are some old bugs, let me tell you. But they shed their skin. They go deep, deep down into the earth, and then they come up like clockwork to mate, I believe, if I'm saying it right. But it's like timing, judgment, calling. Something is happening right now, as we all know, and we need to find the strength to really, really dig deep into what success means for you, because a lot of us are feeling unsuccessful because we lost our jobs, and a lot of our jobs define ourselves, you know. And I feel like that's especially an American dream that has been sold to us, which is a lie, because it's not exactly the type of jobs they create for us and define us. It's the jobs that you create for yourself to define who you are and become successful. Set those goals that you want to do and find your way to achieve it. Really finding that strength. And right here with this card is really the strength of it reminds me of the sacral chakra. I wish this was a little bit more orange, but your sacral chakra and your root chakra are all right up in here. You know, this is your sacral bone. And that's usually kind of where, you know, your pelvic, your pubic area, that's where your root chakra is. You go a little bit up right below your navel, that gut part, right? Us women sometimes we have, even men. That's where your sacral chakra is. And that's really where, you know, where birth begins, where things are created, that creative energy. Some people even say that sexual energy. You know, there's a big line between that. I'm not going to talk about right now. But really, I feel that we are being called to really, really dig deep, go a little bit deeper than the heart, and really figure out like the layers, you know, like a snake, they shed layers. What layers are underneath us that are defining us, or that we've been saying that has been defining us? You know, that's something that really needs to be looked at and really be shined light on, because it's like, look, a lot of us don't have jobs. A lot of us are confused and don't know what's going on. You know, unemployment says that they're going to give us money, but they're so overwhelmed. They don't know how to deal with this stuff. They could be just holding off. Who knows? Nobody really knows what's going on, right? But we honestly have the power to make things happen. Don't let other people fool you and try to connive you into saying that, you know, you have to do this to jeopardize your health and well-being. Absolutely not. Like, this is definitely a new day and age right now that we're talking and walking in. So really, it's really time to hone in and really just understand, what are your gifts, your talents? You know, what things are you good at? So let's go into some things that we need to let go. And the Eight of Pentacles is talking about really reaping your rewards. You know, you grew these plants and now you're seeing them bloom. With it being upside down, though, sometimes it's like you're waiting on that. I think, honestly, I kind of feel like it's either or. Because, like, some of us really need to release the fact that patience is, you know, about waiting. Patience is not about waiting. Patience is about faith. It's about knowing that your fruit is going to come. Yeah. Patience, there's some type of wake-up call going on here. And a lot of us are going to have this aha moment. And some of us may just feel like everything just crashed and burned. You see this here? This is a tower. And it's kind of like, you know, the tower is always represented as a castle or home. This is a campfire. when you're out in the woods that is temporarily your sleeping dwelling, right? And I always look at this card as your fruits of labor. But something, I don't know, I kind of feel like this is like your job in a way. Your fruits of labor again, like this is kind of like a career energy reading, because I really feel like we're all getting restless, we need answers. Like, this is about to be summer. Is our summer about to be looking like this indoors and stuff like that? And people aren't having it. It's like we're trying to figure out how we can work around this stuff and make things happen the best way possible, but yet the safe way possible. I'm going to pull another card though, because I kind of just feel like, I don't know, it kind of gives me the vibes of like staying in the house and not having it, But we definitely need to find that security. Yeah, there's like a lot of anxiety around stability for sure. With these cards pulling up, a lot of anxiety around stability. Four of Wands is talking about stability, talking about that safe space that you have that feels good. And like what I was saying, safe space. This kind of looks familiar, doesn't it? And right now it's kind of like, are things really growing within my home, my temple, my place, my dwelling place, my safe space? Are things really, really the way that you want it to be? And I think we really need to release, this is very hard, but we really need to release a mindset of scarcity and fear. Because, if you're in your home, most people can't really just enter your home and be like, you can't live like this. Unless you actually did something to be noticed or to somebody else for them to come into your home and be like, the way you're living in here is no. Your home is sacred, right? And if you're looking at specific things that are in your home that make you feel uncomfortable, maybe just get rid of it, because a lot of people don't really, I don't know, I can't say a lot of people, but cleanliness is next to godliness. And if you've been keeping your home a wreck because, nobody's coming in and this and that, maybe it's time to clean up, to refresh some energy and really just refresh your brain. Because I can tell you, sometimes I get messy too. I live by myself, and it's like, well, nobody's coming here, but at times that adds on to the anxiety, because if it's a messy space, then I can't really think straight. It really, what your environment is really reflects on how you think and feel. So let's just talk about what is getting ready to emerge. Like, how are we going to transform this? Because we have this, we have this Seven of Cups, and in this deck is kind of like an obsessive card, like clearly you can see they're like all on each other, and they came here with cups, but they're like, F the cups, like I want you. And it's not necessarily always about a person, of course, but it's about that emotion, that obsessive emotion, that emotion that you just want to like, I need this, when honestly you kind of don't. And that kind of reflects with Scorpio sometimes. I just feel, because Scorpio is kind of like, I desire, that's something that relates with their sign. And these cards pulled out with is hope, and Seven of Wands here always talks about determination for me, because it's like, hey, I got this far. How am I going to get here? This is broken. Like I'm feeling a little bit like I'm not so sure, but we're going to make it through. And having faith that things will turn out right. Things will be able to, you will be able to get what you want. But you don't have to be so reactive and instinctive. We kind of have to hold off here a little bit, because clearly it's like we have a block. We're trying to figure out what's going on with our strength, listen into our intuition, listen into the higher ups, our spirit, our soul, to really move forward from this anxiety and create a safe space for us, for yourself, your own self. Clear things out that no longer serve us physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, so you can really get what you need. What we need to transform is, like I was saying, that patience, knowing that what your intentions you started with is really going to just continue to build on. Patience isn't about sitting around waiting. It's about setting that intention and having patience, knowing that you have to take these steps no matter what, having that faith to move forward and go get this goal here. That's my definition of patience. I don't know if that's yours, but I'm just going to say that's mine. Because I believe we're coming to get some answers here. We really are getting some answers, but it's moving slow. It's moving slow. I don't know what. So let's wrap this up here with a few of the oracle cards. You are not alone, guardian angel. Like I was saying, if you're not spiritual watching this, you're spiritual today, because where do you draw your faith from in times like this where you just don't know what's going on? It's like you have no control. You know what I mean? Where do you draw your faith from? That's what I'm going to ask you. So, really, guardian angel, you are not alone. You draw that faith from wherever it is. Call on that strength, because something is calling on you to be like, hey, I'm here. I'm right here with you. All you got to do is ask for my help. The Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. We're trying to have that safe space. When you feel safe, like I was talking about that root chakra, you feel safe. You feel secure. When you don't have money, you do not feel secure. I get it. The root chakra talks about survival tactics, and letting go of that ego, because when you can really call on spirit, when you can call on that, it's like, hey, I am safe. I have everything I need, and I will get more. But you have to be grounded, find that crown chakra to level out the root chakra, and vice versa. And Earth Guardian Angel, really, let's take some more walks in nature. Nature is the quickest and best way to really heighten your energy and just take in the beauty of how this earth is. Maybe the things that's going on earth aren't that beautiful, especially right now, but honestly, honor the trees, honor the breeze that we have. Just take note of, birds, animals, something, because we really do have what we need. We just have to find a safe way to feel safe and grounded and rooted in, that insight that you have. Because a lot of times we don't use it. Protection, guardian energy. Drop your shields. Again, we might be defensive, but drop your shields. Don't drop it all the way when you're like, bam, I'm going in. But drop that shield enough where you can be open to new things coming your way. Be sensible enough that you can transcend and move forward, transform and move forward. You know what I mean? Because if you're closed in, that's closing the door for new things to come. A closed fist does not allow things to open, so it doesn't allow things to be receiving. So if you can really just take time to figure out what is making you afraid, Where can you draw your strength from? That's what we got to do. Because there is something new for all of us soon as we can let go of this fear and fear of the unknown and just really trust. I used to teach swim class lessons, and I remember I was teaching kids how to float, and it was so hard for me to explain that because I just knew how to float automatically, and I just feel like I'm a really buoyant person. Got enough fat on me, right? But if you can really trust, it was funny how some of the kids didn't trust. I know it was not funny actually. It was different to me at that time, but teaching those kids how to float, that was something brand new to them. It was really about teaching them how to trust. And I spotted them, I had my hand on their back, helping them. But after enough, when I felt like they were relaxed, I was easing my hand off. And some of them really did not trust, and that kind of can be deeper message for those kids. But I'm just trying to bring that into, we really have to find ways to trust ourselves and trust other people right now. But the first step is trusting ourselves enough to know that we can be grounded enough to know what works best for us. Find different ways that really hone in and empower you, because we need that right now. And I hope that this message really allows you to give you some inspiration and guidance to really move forward. I have my services below. I do readings. I'm taking donations. I'm also a creative coach. I help people tap in to their creative energy and recharge their battery, because as an entrepreneur, it's hard, and we forget, like, we need to recharge, and we can't always focus 110% on our business and forget about ourselves. And those that don't know how to tap into their creativity, I help those do that. I help them tap into their creative uniqueness, their creative niche, and really find that outlet that really allows them to just release any emotions or look at any emotions that sometimes we kind of bury. So if you want, check my services out. If you want to get a reading, it's all in the link below. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe, like, comment, let me know if this resonates for you, and I will see you next time. Have a great full moon. If you feel intense, it's okay. Google some ways to self-care for yourself so that you can just relax. Because that's what we really, really need at this moment right now. So until then, I'm out of here. Peace.